turn the lighting on. Okay. Oh, so much better now that we got some lighting fixed. Honestly, I feel like the curls are like the crinkly curlies are dropping so fast. Like the back ones have held up, but like my top ones, mm, they're not. But honestly, the locks, I love my locks so much. Like literally, all I did was take off my headscarf, shake it out, fix some pieces that were like sticking up, and I am good to go. I think I'm just gonna put on a little bit of makeup. Um, to go to work, I have to be out my house by 1:45, so I have more than enough time. But I just want to come on here and chat for a little bit. Like I'm continuing to try and do my like live like 5 times a week like I said before. I can't do every day just because I work and stuff. So this is until I kind of like start back school, because once I start back school, I definitely won't really have time, maybe like once or twice a week when school starts back, because I will spend a lot of my time studying, unless you guys would love to see some like study with me type content on here. um but yeah, that's that. I'm putting on some moisturizer because I just shower and stuff to get ready to head out the door. um I don't know. Today has been, I don't know, today I felt like it's been dragging and it's only 1 o'clock. I was supposed to go to work later, but I was asked to see if I can come in earlier. And I said 2:30 is the earliest I can do, just because it's cold and I did not want to get out my bed, leave my house. And another thing is, I'm gonna have to start real soon getting my sleep schedule back on track, because right now I've been waking up consistently around like 9 a.m. I also am going to bed later than I normally do. Like I normally go to bed around like 10 o'clock, but I've been staying up like midnight, after midnight. So waking up after 9 makes sense with how late I'm going to my bed. But I'm starting back school. The spring semester starts on the 21st, and that's less than 2 weeks away, guys. So I do need to start getting my mind back into the fact I'm gonna have to be waking by like 4 something, 4:30 in the morning. It's like so early, guys, like 4:30 in the morning to go to class or to be going to clinicals. So I'm really going to have to start waking up a lot earlier than I am right now, because 4:30 compared to 9 a.m., I know, ridiculous. So I'm hoping to start to try to fix my sleep schedule starting like early next week, so I can get like into a steady routine. My normal bedtime during the semester is like 10 p.m., just to make sure I am getting at least about like 6.5 hours of sleep. If I can go to sleep earlier than that, I do. Sometimes I'm so exhausted that I end up knocking out like after 9. But yeah, so I do want to start fixing my sleep schedule as soon as possible. My school still has not opened the classes for the semester, so I can't see my syllabus. I can't see like the class schedule. And I really want to see the syllabus, because I also want to know what text do I need to buy textbooks, how much these textbooks are going to cost. Look at the weekly outline, like the assignments. Do I truly need to buy the textbooks? Because, sometimes you don't need to. Last semester, they kept emphasizing during like when we did our little orientation, oh yeah, buy the textbook, buy the textbook. So I jumped the gun and went ahead and purchased all the textbooks. Then come to find out, I didn't need to actually purchase like two of them, like because I never really used them. So I was very upset with myself for that fact, because I'm like, I knew I should have waited to the first week of classes before I buy them dang books. And now I was out money. Granted, that book I didn't really need, wasn't the most expensive, but still I could have saved myself like 50 something dollars, maybe about $100. So yeah, don't buy your textbooks till the actual semester start, guys. Don't be like me. But yeah, hello there. Hi. I'm just here chatting away. Filling in my brows. Uh but yeah, I'm just like really just need to get my mind set back in that mode. Um I've also been finding out a lot that's been going on in the world, like in the past like 2 days, like about the wildfires in California, which I didn't know until like yesterday on my live. Someone mentioned it to me, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Then I did go and look up about it because I did say I would, and I'm always curious about, what's happening. And thankfully, only two people have passed away from the wildfires there. Like, it has not been that bad that people are dying. Properties obviously are being destroyed, which is very upsetting and sad, but at least, like, people were able to safely evacuate before it became, like, really bad. So I'm happy about that. That the death toll, because I think that was your question, like, what was the death toll in California? From what I saw, and I did see some more about it this morning, like on TikTok, that only two people have actually passed away as a result of the wildfire. But then I was seeing as well, there's wildfires in Ghana, I believe, and where like a lot of property have been damaged. And it's just like, I don't know what's like happening in the world. Like, that's happening. We had someone lit someone on fire in New York recently, in the on the subway. um there was the like what happened in New Orleans on New Year's Day. I think it was New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, where the truck exploded, killing a lot of people. Like, what is there's been so much happening. Like, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg from what I've seen. There was like so many other news stories of just tragedies that are happening in the world right now. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I'm genuinely concerned as to what's going on in the world, and like, should I be like scared? And I don't like to live in fear, because what does that do? That doesn't solve the issues at hand, right? To be fearful and cause mass hysteria, of course, like, we never want to do that. But it just, something's going on, and we all need to be very cautious of our surroundings and be very aware when we're going out. And I think that's one of the things with me taking the subway. I am constantly like looking who's also on the same train car as me. I'm looking who's getting on the train, who's getting off, if anyone's being like suspicious or doing anything that looks weird. Because I already know, like, the subway is not a safe place. Like, I already knew this. I remember back in like 2020, I want to say 2022, you were kept hearing there were so much incidents going on with the trains and people attacking specifically women on the subways in New York. And as a woman who was taking the subways, I genuinely was like kind of a little bit scared. And this was also around COVID, where people on mass transits were coming down with COVID. So there's COVID being a thing, people attacking women on the subways being at a high, all-time high, increasing. So as a woman who's taking the subway, how do you think I felt? Like, I was kind of scared. Did I still take the subways? Yes, but I was, like I said, on high alert, would be constantly watching and seeing what's going on around me as a result of that. um, I'm gonna do some under my eyebrow concealer. Hi guys, hello, hello. Let me know where you guys are watching from. For those who are on, I'm very much curious because, like I said, I'm in New York currently. But yeah, that's just like where my mind has been a little bit today. It's just on what is happening around us right now. Um, But yeah, that's just where I've been. Other than that, like I feel like my what else has been on my mind lately? Just how I can show up and be better online on social media, because I do want to grow my social media platform. I'm here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram. I'm not as active on Instagram as I am on YouTube or on TikTok. Those are the two platforms I am the most active on. So if you do want to follow me anywhere else, because if you go ahead and subscribe over here, if you haven't already subscribed, you can also subscribe to my TikTok. I mean, you can also follow my TikTok. It is just Eternal Honesty. That's like my name on all my platforms, pretty much. So yeah, you guys can follow me on TikTok. TikTok is mostly nursing school content. So if you are into that, go ahead and follow me over there. I don't really post much else outside of nursing school content, like really and truly. So if you are interested or just want to see how I'm doing in school, in nursing school, follow me over there. Okay, wait. I don't like how right there looks. But yeah. Um I I'm not even gonna do anything crazy, but I wanted to fix my brows because they were looking a little bit scary, which is the only reason why I'm doing underbrow, the concealer underneath my eyebrows right now. I'm gonna put on some foundation, probably put on some mascara, and like that's about it. I'm not doing a lot because I'm just going to work, guys. I'm not going out. I don't think I'm gonna film any content today. Maybe later when I come back from work if I feel up to it. Like I'm also recovering from being sick, so I don't want to like push myself too much. Like if I don't have the energy to do it later, I won't. But if I feel up to it, I will record some content. Um, yeah. As always, like I don't like to put on too much makeup to begin with anyway, so yeah, we're just blending this out underneath my brows. But yeah, I like how the brows look though. They do look good. I'm also going to use my NYX brow glue, if I can find it, to lay my brows down so they just lay nice and flat and they don't like stick and move out of place. And if you guys can see, like my brows are already naturally like pretty full. I have full brow hairs. Like sometimes I think it is slightly easier doing your brows if you have less hair, because you have more wiggle room of like you can't really mess up if you don't have a lot of brow hair to begin with. It's kind of up to you. You have full creativity when it comes to doing them and shaping them. Versus if you do have a lot, then like you can make them look really bad. Cause I personally don't like when I see people with thick brows and they make them like super darker and thicker. Like why? Your brows are already naturally thick. There's no need for you to be like overfilling your brows and making them thicker than they already are. Like I get my brows threaded to get skinnier brows, get them nicely shaped, so I don't have to really do too much work with them. I wouldn't make spend time overlining and filling in my brow hair so they're super thick and super like dark. Like I like them to be a little bit darker, but not really much on the thicker side because they're already thick. Yeah, so we're just pressing them down so they stay in place. um, okay, so for foundation, first let me do some. I did put on moisturizer. I am going to follow that up with some sunscreen. just some sunscreen. Trying to be better about my skincare and actually using sunscreen. I noticed I had like some sunspots on my face, and I was like, yeah, we need to get some sunscreen ASAP because no, no, no. Like sunspots are those like little dark brown, like not dark, there can be like brown spots you get on your face, and no, no. Mm-mm. I already have like hyperpigmentation, acne scarring. I don't also need to start having sunspots. So we're gonna try and be better about using our sunscreen in 2025. 2025 is the year I actually start taking care of my skin a lot more and actually wearing my sunscreen on a regular basis. Like I'm holding myself to that. Like being really better about my skincare cuz I'm not the best honestly when it comes to being good about my skincare. So that's sunscreen. We're going to do primer next. Uh where is my So the primer that I've loved and have been using lately is the Smashbox, the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. Like I will say this does help to hide my pores. I don't even know why I'm using this because it's like this isn't a look that I really am doing, but force of habit. And with my primer, I don't like to like rub it in. I'm like smoothing it across my face more so. So like to smooth it out so it fills in those pores. Okay. And because I like I said, we're going for a light little look. I'm just going to be using my Smashbox Always On. This foundation is very much like a sheer finish. It just gives me like that's my skin but better type of look. So I'm just going to be using my Smashbox Always On foundation. Okay, what else have I been going through? Um, like I said, with TikTok, I have been steadily growing over there, and I have been more on TikTok than any other platform. And TikTok is in the limbo as whether it's going to be around for much longer in terms of the US people using it. So I am trying to get back more on YouTube. And I have been on YouTube for years now, but I don't know, with YouTube is just very hard for has been hard for me. I'm hoping to I guess spend more time really learning the algorithm for YouTube. And I saw someone post like, oh, if they spend more time on their academics, like how they do with like TikTok or just social media, because they're big on social media, they they would do good in school. And for me, it's the reverse. If I spend more time on social media, like I do with my schoolwork, I would probably make it bigger on here. Because when I say I spend so much time and energy on my academics to a point that I did get dang near straight A's. I got one A minus for the semester, which is what made me not have all straight A's. Because other than that, I had A's in four out of my five class. One I got an A minus. So like if I were to be more like spend as much time as I do on my academics, focusing on learning the algorithm, learning YouTube, learning the different social media platforms, I would make it bigger. It's just, and I will admit, I have been very lazy when it comes to being not even like the consistency, like really understanding and learning the things I need to do. But this is going to be the year where I change that. I promise you guys, I really am learning and I'm trying my best. And I'm really learning it does not mean that I need to spend more money on these things. I don't need to buy a new fancy camera. I don't need to buy any more lighting. I literally I have like five tripods. I have like three different, I have two different lighting systems, but then I also have clip-on lights. I think I have like two clip-on lights. I have two big lights. I'm actually using one of my lighting right now. Sometimes I use two depending on like the setup, but I have a lot of equipment that I have a camera that I don't use. So I'm like, I have a lot of things that I've bought and said I'm going to, oh, if I have this thing, it's going to help me with content creation. Oh, if I have another light, it's going to help me with content creation. But that's not what's going to help me. It takes more than having these physical things. It takes an inward and a mindset of willingness to want to do it. I have to actually want it, like fully want it. The same way how I had a very deep seated passion to get A's in my class, I need to have a deep seated passion to make it on social media in order for it to like actually happen. And I think that's where I have not been showing up 100% fully for myself is I go like okay, if I make it, I make it. But like no, it's not like I have to make it, right? That's not it. Versus when it comes to school, it's like I have to get an A. Like there's no other option. But like with social media, I'm always like, if I make it, I make it. But I need to tell myself I have to make it. I really want this. Like I have to want it so badly that I'm not gonna let anything get in my way, including myself, right? Because that's how it is with my schoolwork. I don't let myself get in my way because there are times I'm like, I don't want to study, but I'm just like, I'm just you want that A. So if you don't get up right now and go study, how you expect to get that A? Like that's how I am with myself with school. And I need to be like that with myself with in terms of filming content and content creation. Anushka, you said you want to make it. This is the year that you are going to hit 10K on YouTube. This is the year you're going to be making money off YouTube that you it can cash flow your life, right? So, in order to do that, you need to do the things you need to do. That's why I've made it a thing where I said I'm going to go live just about every day while I'm on break from school, because once I start back school, I won't be able to do a live every day. But while I'm on break, I told myself I'm going to tap in. I'm going to show up on live every dang near every day, because the days where I can't because of work or because I have plans with friends and stuff, I won't. But other than that, I'm gonna tap in, even if it's an hour, even if it's just like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, like whatever I can give and dedicate. I was literally laying in my bed and I'm like, am I gonna go live today? And I'm like, yes, we are. We are gonna go live. And here I am, 20 something minutes into the live, and I don't really have a lot of people on, but I'm here, I'm showing up for myself, I'm doing the thing, guys. Oh, just some lip liner. I did put on foundation, but like I said, we're just going for calm. A little bit of a little coverage. It's not full coverage. And plus, I know if I show up to work with like a full face of makeup, they're gonna be like, whoa, like, are you going somewhere? Like, they would be so surprised. Ooh, which lip gloss do I want to wear? Do I want like the darker color, or should I go more of like a light pink? I feel like this will go well because of what I'm wearing, right? Versus the darker one. I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. So I'm just gonna do that. Go for this like a cute little pinky vibe. I'm gonna go back in with my lip liner just to really define. Okay. I'm gonna put like this, like my lip balm over this, just because I can't find my lip gloss right now. Mm, yeah, just a little something. And I'm go on my lids because I did put the like concealer. It looks really light. I'm just going to put like a nice little brown all over, nothing crazy. So we're gonna go for this brown in here. Just gonna put it all over my lid and bring that up into like my brows just a little bit. Oh, I'm doing so great on timing. See if I can grab something to eat right before I head out the door. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so like that's really it, guys. Like I'm not doing anything crazy. Yep. But I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I want to like figure out what is I really need to figure out what is the direction I really want to go with my YouTube channel, because like I feel as well like I've been all over the place. I don't know if I should just completely start a brand new YouTube channel, but at the same time I don't, because I am monetized on here. So like if I start completely over, that's work because I won't be monetized. I'm like, is that like the gel or is that like my actual scalp right now? Because that's crazy. Because I literally just washed my hair. Should I do like a side part? Ooh, little side part action going on. My lip is dripping. There. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to eat before I leave for work.